All righty, first reading is surplus property, Ringgold Elementary School, canopy tent. Dr. Lindenbetter.
Yes, board, in your packet, we actually have some items that are being asked to be declared surplus. So as you can see, we have a canopy tent and ice machines that are no longer functional, and we are requesting that those be declared surplus or obsolete.
Did you say the ice machines too?
Yes.
Oh, you want to skip to 3? Sorry. Oh, we're good. All right.
All right, and then the surplus Northeast High School band uniforms. The Northeast High School band has obtained new uniforms, and so they are they have no need for the old uniforms. So they are also asking for those to be marked as surplus and transferred to the warehouse. They will they bought the new uniforms with a combination of district and funds raised by the band boosters, and they have no need for the old uniforms.
Any comments on any of those? Mr. Mabry?
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious what happens to old uniforms like that.
Mr. Taylor, do you want to take that? So there's sometimes a combination of things that occur. It kind of depends on what they are. There have been times when they have actually been like auctioned, or oftentimes we do things like gov deals or something like that. But it really depends on the condition and what it looks like and how much it's salvageable. Obviously, anything that can be salvaged and sold off, we do. But Mr. Taylor, do you want to weigh in on this one?
You're spot on with it. I mean, a lot of our items that we have, they'll go through gov deals, surplus items. I know some of the items in our warehouse here have been sold off recently, and this would be no different.
And this is like something that people would actually go out and buy in other stores. Maybe.
A lot of times they will go to costume shops, so costume shops will buy them. And so if you've got a local theater that's doing a production like The Music Man or something like that, they'll use those uniforms, which is pretty neat that they get to be used. But yeah, no, you'd be surprised that people like to buy them, usually for things like that, like costume shops or for play productions, that sort of thing.
Okay, thank you.
I know in previous we've had auctions here. Do we do those anymore on site? I know I bought some refrigerators and stuff one time years ago.
Most everything we do now is through gov deals.
Gotcha. Okay. All righty. 24-25 end of year review. Dr. Lindenbetter.
So board, in your packet, you have the 24-25 end of year review. Essentially what it is it's our strategic work goals, and we have had Elizabeth Vincent actually working on this throughout the year, and she has a program and she tracks all of the progress made. So obviously at mid-year, we delivered a mid-year report. This is the end of year status for all of our goals. I'm happy to report that we did achieve over 90% on every single goal, and we ranged from a few at 100%, several at 95, 98, and then there were some that were closer to 90, 92. Some of these goals will remain goals moving into next year.
Any comments? Questions? Okay. June federal budget amendments. First read, Jeff Taylor.
Yes, as you can tell, this list is pretty short. Most of these funds are already been appropriated. All these funds have already been appropriated. We're just reallocating those to the line items where they're needed and also to align with what we have in the E-plan. Y'all have any questions that you want to ask about it? All right, thank you.
All righty, summer intervention program.
Yes, I'd like to welcome Dr. Kimmy Saharsky to talk to us, and this is very timely as our summer programs have begun this week. So she's going to give us an update on all that's going on across the district related to summer programming.
Glorious evening. And the largest program that we have going on right now is the one that's legislated by the state of Tennessee, known as Summer Learning, and it is for rising K through ninth grade. And this is, the first target is all students that are identified as economically disadvantaged. The second target is all students that are non-proficient on state assessments as they're given. And a large piece of this is the third grade students that scored below proficient on the test. There's a 90% requirement, attendance requirement for the students. We do pre and post tests on different levels. We just finished the what they call the retest for the kids that were below proficient, that they have a second opportunity to be proficient on the assessment before this. We give them transportation, we have breakfast, lunch, and a snack. That's the big bulk of the programs. We also run a bunch of high school summer programs. A lot of them are like the traditional things that you have watched through the years. So we have the regular to re-earn your credits. We have the High School 101. That's for the children that are transitioning from 8th to 9th. You remember the old bridge programs that we did to help children get acclimated quickly and make up any credits that they needed so that they could be successful in high school. We also have a large number of academies running summer camps, and I'll give you a preview of those in just a minute. And again, breakfast, lunch, and snacks for the children. And so I'm going to go through some of the academies, that the camps that they provide. This is to give the children an opportunity to get a taste of the different kinds of careers that you can begin building toward your future with. So we have an agriculture camp that runs out at Montgomery Central. We have a Create camp, and this is where they learn how to do electronic creations and media. We have a SITA 2.0, and this is a technology team that work through engineering experiences. We have Medicamp over at Northwest, where they get introduced to the medical field. We have the junior executive, is the business kind of thing, so that they learn how to navigate that world. The Digital Defenders Camp, and this is sort of like the cyber security, cyber patriot kind of opportunities for those kids. Young Entrepreneur Camp, where children get to learn to navigate the business world. And Whisk and Stitch, this is arts, old-time arts. The children really enjoy this. We have a large quilting, sewing, and cooking programs that go on all year long through the APEN programs. And then aviation summer camps going on right now. The kids are having a wonderful time with that one. And Camp Engineer, where the students get to look at science and its role in the world of engineering. We also have STEM camps that we'll run. There a variety of them. So you'll see robotics, you're going to see cyber patriots, and we have Camp Invention that goes on, which is a wide variety of STEM activities. Extended School Year is a camp designed specifically for our most at-risk students with disability, requiring services that it's not conducive for them to have these long breaks. So we continue to provide those supports and structures that they need to be successful in a meaningful, continuous manner. We have EL Camp. These are for our students, again, that are English learners. And again, it's to provide them that opportunity to build their language acquisition. Remember, in Tennessee, when the students are tested in EL, it's about language acquisition, academic acquisition, not conversational. So this continues to build those skills in the summer. We have the way the students are selected for the EL camp is based on the new test that they take called the ELPA 21. And that test identifies where they are in their development of this language acquisition. And then we personally invite them to the camp and provide the supports. And you can see we provide these at specific schools so we can concentrate where the supports are. Questions?
Mr. Garland?
I have one question. I think this would be to Dr. Luna. Third grade retention, how did we do this year?
We will get that data. I don't have it off the top of my head. So essentially we had the initial data, and then those students are allowed to retest before we tell them that you either have to go to camp or parents have a choice and they can come next year and do the fourth grade tutoring. But we'll get that data because I don't want to misquote it.
Okay, thank you. I was concerned about that.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All righty, item 7, county commissioners' comments. Who got anything? Okay. Other business, Dr. Lunevetter? Oh, it's not on here. Board comments, sorry.
I'd just like to tell the staff, and if there's any teachers here, that last week was one of the most exciting times in my life to be over at Dunn Center with those kids. Everyone that came by, the hand that I shook, made me feel even more important than I really should feel. But you know, I thought about it over the years that I've been on this board. I've shaken over 50,000 hands during graduations. Over 50,000 hands. That's averaging 2,000 per class, per cycle. It's more than that, but I feel that that is an accomplishment that many people can't say out of about 280,000 people in a community, that they've shook at least 50,000 of those hands. And I just thank God for just allowing me to be part of this at this time, to actually be able to witness and to be able to feel the joy of those kids walking across that stage, some crying, some laughing, some happy, some sad. But you know what? They made it. And you made it too, because you are the one that made it happen for those kids. And Dr. Lute, I salute you. And the board, I salute you for allowing us to be the catalyst so that they can actually do the job that they do every day. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Dr. Lunevetter?
So first, I would like to thank the board for those 4 days. They are 4 very, very long days, but thank you to the board. There were board members at every single graduation of our 11 ceremonies. I think the minimum we had was 4 board members at every single graduation, and several of our board members were at every graduation. So huge thank you for shaking those 2,862 hands. Much appreciated. Yesterday, I did have the honor of serving as the speaker to welcome our bus transportation personnel from across the state of Tennessee for the Tennessee Association for Pupil Transportation. It was heartwarming to see the bus drivers, the routers, the mechanics, and the supervisors who are all gathering to discuss safety and best practices to make sure they are the best at what they do in providing our bus transportation. This week, we have also been gathering at Rossview High School for the kickoff of the summer professional development known as Engage. So educators from across the county select sessions aligned with their content, interests, and areas to strengthen. These sessions allow team members to earn their required 18 hours of in-service while also learning in an engaging atmosphere with colleagues, complete with photo booths. We had a daycare center and food trucks. The energy on campus today was amazing, and I am so excited to see how many we had. Judging by today, we had cars lined back up to the road. It looked like a regular school day, and everyone was super excited to be there. So if anyone wants a good time, head out to Rossview High over the next couple of days to see some teachers learning. Mr. Lanier, this does conclude my report for this evening.
All righty. With that, we're adjourned.